Welcome to the show, everybody. Today we're diving headfirst into a topic that's more intense than a Bollywood action sequence. The military might of India and Pakistan. Now, before anyone gets any ideas, we're not picking sides here. This isn't about declaring a winner or predicting the next big Bollywood blockbuster war film. This is about understanding the facts, the figures, and the firepower that these two nations bring to the table. So, buckle up as we break down the key aspects of both India and Pakistan's military capabilities. From the boots on the ground to the jets in the sky and the submarines lurking in the depths, we're covering it all. Let's do this thing. All right, folks, let's start with the basics. Manpower. When it comes to sheer numbers, India takes the lead with an active military personnel of over 1.4 million soldiers. That's a whole lot of people in uniform. Pakistan, on the other hand, boasts an active military force of around 650,000. Now, while that might seem smaller in comparison, let's not forget that Pakistan's military is known for its discipline and combat experience. Think of it like this. India's like that friend who shows up to the party with their entire extended family, while Pakistan's the friend who brings a small but highly trained squad. And let's be real, sometimes it's not about the size of the army, but the fight in the dog, or in this case, the soldier. Both countries have a long and storied military history with soldiers who are fiercely dedicated to defending their nations. But it's not just about the number of soldiers, it's also about their training, their equipment, and their morale. These factors all play a crucial role in a country's military strength. And let's not forget the reserves. India has over 1.1 million reservists, while Pakistan has around 550,000. That's a whole lot of backup singers ready to join the chorus if things get really heated. So while India might have the edge in terms of sheer numbers, Pakistan's military is nothing to sneeze at. Remember, folks, wars aren't won by numbers alone. It's the strategy, the tactics, and the will of the people that ultimately determine the outcome. All right, folks, it's time to bring in the heavy metal. Let's talk tanks, those big bad boys of the battlefield. India, known for its love of a good Bollywood action sequence, boasts a massive fleet of over 4,000 tanks. We're talking T-90s, Arjun tanks, the works. If you see that many tanks rolling towards you, best believe you're in for a bumpy ride. Pakistan, not to be outdone, has a respectable tank force of around 2,800. They've got their Al-Khalid tanks, T-80s, and even some vintage Type 59s, because who doesn't love a classic? But it's not just about the number of tanks, folks. It's about firepower, armor, and maneuverability. It's about which tank can take a punch and keep on rolling, and which one can deliver a knockout blow. And let's not forget about those other armored vehicles, the infantry fighting vehicles, the armoured personnel carriers that are crucial for transporting troops and providing fire support. India's got a whopping 8,000 of these bad boys, while Pakistan's rocking around 4,000. It's like a metal mosh pit out there. So who wins the armoured division face-off? Well, it's a close call. India might have the edge in terms of numbers, but Pakistan's tanks are no slouches either. Chapter 3. Air superiority dogfights in the digital age. All right, folks, let's take this battle to the skies. When it comes to air power, both India and Pakistan have been investing heavily in their air forces. India boasts a fleet of over 2,100 aircraft, including Russian-made Sukhoi fighters, French-made Mirage jets, and their very own indigenous Tejas fighter jets. Talk about variety. Pakistan, on the other hand, has around 900 aircraft, including their pride and joy, the JF-17 Thunder, jointly developed with China. They've also got some F-16S from the good old US of A, because who doesn't love a classic American muscle car? I mean, fighter jet? But it's not just about the number of planes, folks. It's about technology, training, and the skills of those pilots. It's about who can outmaneuver, outgun, and outsmart their opponent in the skies. We're talking radar systems, electronic warfare capabilities, and beyond visual range missiles. It's a whole new world of aerial combat out there. And let's not forget about those helicopters, folks. They're crucial for transporting troops, providing close air support, and generally making life difficult for the enemy. India has over 700 helicopters, including attack helicopters like the Mi-35 and the indigenous Rudra. Pakistan, on the other hand, has around 300 helicopters, including the American-made AH-1 Cobra attack helicopters. So, who rules the skies? Well, it's a tough call. India might have the numerical advantage, but Pakistan's Air Force is nothing to scoff at. Chapter 4. Silent but Deadly. The Undersea Showdown. Alright folks, let's dive deep into the world of submarines and naval warfare. This is where things get real stealthy, real quiet, and real deadly. India, with its long coastline, has a navy that packs a punch. They've got around 16 submarines, including nuclear-powered attack submarines and ballistic missile submarines. That's right, folks. India's got nukes on subs. Pakistan, on the other hand, has a smaller but still potent submarine force of around 8 submarines. They've been looking to expand their fleet, because who doesn't love a good underwater game of hide-and-seek with torpedoes? But it's not just about the number of submarines, folks. It's about their stealth capabilities, their weapons systems, and the training of their crews. It's about who can disappear beneath the waves, strike without warning, and vanish into the depths. We're talking sonar technology, torpedoes, and anti-ship missiles. It's a whole different kind of warfare down there in the deep blue sea. And let's not forget about those surface ships, folks. We're talking aircraft carriers, destroyers, frigates, the whole shebang. India's got 2 aircraft carriers, a fleet of destroyers and frigates, and a whole bunch of other ships that would make even Captain Ahab jealous. Pakistan's navy is smaller, but they've got some impressive ships too, including frigates with long-range missiles. So, who rules the waves? Well, it's a complex equation. India definitely has the edge in terms of size and firepower, but Pakistan's navy is nothing to underestimate. Chapter 5. The Nuclear Option, a Shadow over the Subcontinent. Alright folks, it's time to address the elephant in the room, or should I say the mushroom cloud in the sky. Both India and Pakistan possess nuclear weapons, and that's a reality that hangs over the entire region. It's a sobering thought, folks, that these 2 countries, with their shared history and cultural ties, have the capacity to unleash such devastating force. India conducted its first nuclear tests in 1974, while Pakistan followed suit in 1998. Since then, both countries have developed their nuclear arsenals, and it's estimated that they each possess over 100 nuclear warheads. Now, I know what you're thinking, this is getting a bit too real for me, and I hear you. But it's important to understand the stakes here. The possession of nuclear weapons by India and Pakistan has profound implications for regional and global security. It's a constant reminder of the potential for conflict to escalate to unimaginable levels. Both countries have stated that their nuclear weapons are for deterrence purposes only, but the risk of miscalculation or accident remains a very real concern. It's a delicate balance of power, folks, and one that requires careful diplomacy and communication to prevent a catastrophic miscalculation. Chapter 6. The Future of Military Might. So, there you have it, folks. A glimpse into the military strengths of India and Pakistan. We've covered the troops on the ground, the tanks on the move, the jets in the air, the ships at sea, and even the nuclear capabilities. It's a lot to take in, I know, but it's important to understand these complex issues, especially when it comes to 2 nuclear-armed neighbors with a history of conflict. That's our comparison of the military strengths of India and Pakistan. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. And let us know in the comments which aspect of military strength you think is the most crucial. Until next time, stay informed, stay curious, and stay safe.